Your soulmate can't hold it in any longer. This will shock you. My beloved child. Before you decide this message is only another passing thought, listen with every piece of your heart because something has reached its breaking point. Your soulmate has carried a secret so heavy that even silence can no longer protect it. Every day they promised themselves they would wait a little longer. Every night they convinced themselves tomorrow would be a better time. But tomorrow kept disappearing, and now the truth has become impossible to hide. Don't skip, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you see every strange moment that has happened recently. Those unexpected memories, the sudden feeling that someone was thinking about you, the unexplained pull that refused to leave your heart, none of it happened by accident. Your soulmate has been fighting an invisible battle that nobody around them understands. They smile in front of others while hiding emotions that refuse to stay buried. They replay conversations that never happened and imagine your reaction over and over again until they can barely sleep. Something huge is waiting for you, because the pressure inside their heart has become stronger than their fear. For the first time, they are no longer asking themselves whether they should tell you the truth. They are asking themselves how much longer they can survive without saying it. That single question has started changing everything around them, and what happened after that left even them completely stunned. There is something they discovered that nobody expected. It was not a dramatic accident or a loud announcement. It was a quiet realization that arrived without warning and refused to leave. While everyone around them believed they had moved on with life, your soulmate noticed that every important decision somehow circled back to you. Every future plan felt incomplete. Every celebration felt strangely empty. Every victory reminded them that the one person they wanted beside them was missing. That realization frightened them because they had spent so long pretending they were stronger than their feelings. But pretending has limits. They recently found themselves stopping in the middle of an ordinary moment, completely overwhelmed by thoughts they could no longer control. They looked at old memories with different eyes. They remembered small details they thought they had forgotten forever. Even the words they never said became louder than the conversations they actually had. Stay till the end, because something shocking is beginning to unfold. They have reached the point where hiding their emotions hurts more than revealing them. They know that once the truth leaves their heart, nothing will ever return to the way it was before. And despite that fear, they are slowly preparing themselves for a decision that could change both of your lives forever. Something huge is waiting for you, and the signs have already begun appearing long before either of you realized what they truly meant. What happened next was the moment everything started shifting. Someone close to your soulmate noticed that they were no longer acting like themselves. Simple questions suddenly became difficult to answer. Ordinary conversations ended with long moments of silence. Their heart was somewhere else, and they could no longer hide it. That person asked one unexpected question, and instead of denying everything like they always had, your soulmate froze. In that single moment, the walls they had spent so much time building almost collapsed. They realized they were exhausted from carrying emotions they could never speak aloud. Don't skip, because the next step is something they never imagined they would actually take. Before another day passes, they are planning to face the truth they have avoided for far too long. They know there is risk. They know there is uncertainty. But they also know that losing the chance to tell you how they truly feel would become the greatest regret of their life. Right now, while you are listening to these words, their heart is moving closer to a decision that cannot be undone. The silence is ending. The waiting is ending. And the message they have hidden for so long is closer than ever to finding its way to you. Stay till the end, because what finally pushes them to speak will leave everyone around them completely speechless, and the first unexpected sign is about to appear. A moment is approaching that your soulmate has tried to avoid for far too long, yet every path they take keeps leading them back to the same truth. The harder they try to stay silent, the louder their heart becomes. They have reached the point where pretending everything is normal no longer feels possible. Even the smallest reminders of you have begun breaking through the walls they built around their emotions. A familiar place, a simple song, an unexpected name, or a passing memory suddenly stops them in their tracks. They cannot explain why it keeps happening, but deep inside they already know the answer. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. They are beginning to understand that this connection was never something they could erase. Every attempt to forget only made their feelings stronger. Every day of silence made the words inside them grow heavier. They now realize that if they stay quiet any longer, they may lose the opportunity they have secretly hoped for all this time. That realization has completely changed the way they see the future, and for the first time, fear is no longer the strongest emotion inside them. Hope is slowly taking its place. Not long ago, something happened that shook them more than anyone could imagine. It was a quiet conversation with someone they trusted, but one unexpected question changed everything. They were asked what they truly wanted if nothing stood in their way. Without thinking, your soulmate answered from the heart instead of the mind. The answer surprised even them because your presence came before anything else. The room became silent. Their own words echoed back at them, and in that instant they realized they had been hiding from the truth, not protecting it. Stay till the end, because this is where everything begins to change. That conversation became the turning point they never expected. Since that day, they have stopped making excuses. They have stopped convincing themselves that time will solve everything on its own. Instead, they have started imagining what would happen if they finally allowed honesty to replace fear. Every passing hour brings them closer to that decision. Something huge is waiting for you because they are no longer wondering if they should speak. They are quietly deciding when the right moment will arrive. There is one final detail that nobody around them knows. Your soulmate has already imagined the first words they want to say to you. They have replayed that moment so many times that it feels real before it has even happened. They imagine your expression, your silence, your questions, and the emotions that may follow. They know they cannot predict the outcome, but they have discovered something even more powerful than certainty. They would rather face an unknown future than spend another day trapped inside endless silence. Don't skip, because the next step will surprise even the people closest to them. The hesitation that controlled them for so long is beginning to disappear, replaced by a courage they never believed they possessed. Something huge is waiting for you, and the distance between hidden feelings and spoken words is becoming smaller with every heartbeat. Very soon, one unexpected event will remove the last excuse they have been holding on to, and when that happens, the truth they have carried for so long will finally be impossible to keep inside any longer. Everything is moving faster now than your soulmate ever expected. What they believed would take months is beginning to happen in only a matter of moments. The emotions they tried to lock away have become impossible to control. Every morning starts with your name crossing their mind before anything else. Every night ends with the same unanswered question: what if I wait too long? That single thought has followed them everywhere, refusing to let them rest. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. They have started noticing that every time they try to distract themselves, life somehow brings another reminder of you. It feels almost unbelievable. They are beginning to understand that running away has never brought them peace. Instead, every step away from you somehow leads them right back to where their heart has always wanted to be. They can no longer deny what has been growing inside them. The silence that once felt safe now feels heavier than the truth itself, and they know they are standing only one decision away from changing everything forever. An unexpected conversation is closer than you realize. Your soulmate has quietly started preparing for it without telling anyone. They have thought carefully about every possible outcome, every reaction, and every emotion that might follow. Yet no matter how many different endings they imagine, one thing never changes. They always choose honesty over regret. Stay till the end, because what happened recently completely surprised them. Someone unknowingly spoke words that felt like a direct answer to the battle inside their heart. Those simple words reminded them that life rarely rewards people who stay silent forever. In that instant, something shifted deep inside them. The fear that once controlled every decision suddenly became much smaller. For the first time in a very long while, hope became stronger than doubt. Something huge is waiting for you because they have stopped asking whether they deserve happiness. They have started believing that the only way to find peace is to stop hiding what they truly feel. That quiet change is becoming impossible to ignore, and it is preparing them for a moment that neither of you will ever forget. Now there is one final barrier standing between your soulmate and the truth they have wanted to reveal. It is not another person. It is not distance. It is not time. It is the last piece of fear they have carried for far too long. But even that fear is beginning to crack. They have realized that if they remain silent, someone else may write the ending of a story that belongs to both of you. They refuse to let that happen. Don't skip, because the next chapter begins where every excuse finally ends. Your soulmate is gathering a kind of courage they have never shown before. They are no longer waiting for a perfect moment because they have discovered that perfect moments rarely arrive on their own. They are created by brave decisions. Something huge is waiting for you, and the choice they are about to make will surprise everyone who believed they would remain silent forever. The words they have repeated only inside their heart are now closer than ever to becoming real, and what finally gives them the strength to speak will leave even them completely speechless. A quiet shift has already begun, even if you cannot see it yet. Your soulmate has reached the edge of a decision that once felt impossible. They have stopped asking themselves whether their feelings are real because that question no longer needs an answer. The answer has revealed itself through every restless night, every unfinished thought, and every moment when your name appeared in their heart without warning. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason everything suddenly feels different. The delays that once seemed endless are beginning to lose their power. Your soulmate has realized that silence is no longer protecting them, it is only keeping them away from the one person they cannot stop thinking about. They have started removing every excuse they once believed. Fear is fading. Doubt is weakening. And with every passing hour, they are becoming more certain that the truth deserves to be spoken before another opportunity slips away forever. What they experienced next completely changed their perspective. They watched someone else lose the chance to say what was in their heart, and that single moment stayed with them long after everyone else had moved on. It became a powerful reminder that waiting forever is never a guarantee of a better tomorrow. Stay till the end, because this realization awakened something they had buried for far too long. Instead of imagining another future without you, they began imagining what could happen if they finally chose courage over hesitation. They found themselves smiling without realizing it. They caught themselves planning conversations that once felt impossible. For the first time in a long while, hope stopped feeling like a distant dream and started feeling like a real possibility. Something huge is waiting for you because they have quietly made a promise to themselves. They will not allow another season of silence to pass if their heart already knows where it belongs. That promise has become stronger every single day, and nothing around them has been able to change it. Now everything is leading toward one unforgettable moment. Your soulmate is no longer trying to hide from what their heart has been saying all along. They understand that once those words are finally spoken, life will never look the same again. That thought no longer frightens them. Instead, it fills them with a strange sense of peace they have not felt in a very long time. Don't skip, because the next step is closer than anyone realizes. There is one final event waiting to unfold, and when it does, every unanswered question will begin falling into place one by one. The silence that lasted so long is reaching its final chapter. The truth they protected for so many days is now standing at the edge of being revealed. Something huge is waiting for you, because the message your soulmate has carried deep inside is no longer a distant possibility. It is becoming an unstoppable reality, and the unexpected reason they finally decide to speak will leave both of your hearts completely changed forever. The moment your soulmate feared the most is now becoming the moment they secretly hoped for. They can no longer escape the feeling that everything has been leading them toward this exact point. Every unanswered question, every unexpected delay, and every quiet season has been preparing their heart for one unforgettable choice. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. They have stopped searching for signs that they should remain silent. Instead, they are noticing signs that it is finally time to speak. Even the smallest moments now seem to remind them that life changes when courage finally replaces fear. They are beginning to understand that keeping the truth hidden has never brought them peace. It has only made the weight inside their heart grow heavier. Now that weight is becoming impossible to carry, and for the first time, they are ready to put honesty before uncertainty. A surprising realization has completely transformed the way they see you. They once believed they needed every answer before taking a single step forward. Now they understand that waiting for perfect certainty may cause them to lose the very person they cannot stop thinking about. Stay till the end, because what happened next caught them completely off guard. They found themselves speaking about you without even realizing it. Your name entered an ordinary conversation, yet the emotion behind it was impossible to hide. The people around them noticed a change they could no longer explain away. That single moment forced your soulmate to admit something they had been denying for far too long. Their heart has already made its decision. Their mind is only trying to catch up. Something huge is waiting for you because the battle between fear and love is coming to an end, and love is finally beginning to win. Now only one final step remains. Your soulmate is standing at the doorway of a brand new chapter, holding words that have lived inside them for longer than anyone knows. They understand that once those words are spoken, nothing will ever be the same again. Yet they also know that some opportunities appear only once in a lifetime. They refuse to let this become another missed chance. Don't skip, because the next moment could become the one they remember forever. The silence that once controlled every decision is disappearing with each passing heartbeat. The truth they tried so hard to protect is now stronger than every doubt they once carried. Something huge is waiting for you, and sooner than either of you expects, the distance between hidden feelings and spoken words will disappear completely. When that final wall falls, your soulmate will no longer hold anything back, and the revelation they have guarded for so long will arrive with a power that neither of you ever imagined possible.